Hi everyone, my name's Tim Cutts and I'm a Regional Vice President within Salesforce. I've been asked as part of this video to provide hopefully some helpful tips and tricks to see you through as a leader a successful end to your fiscal close periods, be that a month, a quarter, or even year end as we are here now at the moment. And there's a lot that we could obviously cover as a leadership group to ensure that you have a successful end to that closing period. But for me, I always look back on some of the brilliant basics that have supported me so well through my career. Number one, whilst it might seem quite a basic place to start, ensuring as you close out a fiscal period that your AEs, with your support, have built and fully understood mutual close plans with each of your customers. Understanding that customer's procurement process, who signs off, are they in the business, are all of the individual stakeholders aligned and supportive of that deal happening? And in these increasingly difficult and turbulent economic times, which we're all trying to navigate through, trying to understand and support the granularity around how enterprise organizations now sign off and approve procurement processes, as in recent years, they've proven to be constantly evolving, changing, and certainly changing at short notice. If you can help your AEs to build upfront a decision-making structure within your enterprise customer base and a sign-off process, and then align that with your customer champion to ensure that together you leave no stone unturned, you will be successful. In my mind, mutual close plans should always be time-bound. They should be built around showing the customer the value and the investment required to close a deal in an agreed time frame, and perhaps together the implications of that deal not happening. Number two, give your team as best you can the space, the time and support that they need to be at their productive best, whilst practicing and driving open communication. For me, that means being approachable and productive and trying to limit digital communications with your team if, for example, you're in a remote or hybrid workforce. Whilst that's not the easiest thing to achieve, especially if you are in a hybrid or remote workforce, the utilization of things like email, Slack, and WhatsApp for important business critical updates can, of course, all play their part, but for the things that matter, speaking directly one-to-one on the phone, on video calls, or better yet, in the office, in person, ensuring that your team are aware of the best ways to engage with you through a stressful closing period, and vice versa, are hugely important. I constantly try to remember and understand that each member of my team will have their own unique ways of working, especially during stressful and busy closing periods. But also, I try to keep in mind what are my non-negotiables and how and where do I maintain them, and vice versa. Consistently and continuously understand that you are the linchpin of your team and the source of stability in the tough times. But also remember to celebrate the wins and enjoy the good times when they come along, because all too often they pass us by, and we have to ensure that we celebrate the wins. Thirdly, make it fun. Think how you can manage the roller coaster together with your team, because really the simple things make all the difference. Timeouts, lunches, an hour together as a team or on a one-to-one in a room or even outside of the office to get some fresh air and to talk about anything that isn't work. Keeping the energy levels high, even when yours might not be, is crucially important. If you think about your team, you think about those around you. Who are the CFOs, the chief fund officers, or the senior account execs that you can lean on, not only to help keep the fun and competitive spirit high, but keep the energy levels high when perhaps yours aren't. If you're managing a lot of people, it's really important to share some of that load around and ensure that everybody is contributing. Lastly, please be kind to yourself as leaders. You cannot operate at the right level if you don't also manage your own well-being and health. Prioritize yourself and be the inspiration for your team to also do the same. Thanks very much for the time and best of luck with closing out your current fiscal month, quarter, or year.